lecture of subject science of chapter number 4, carbon and its compounds. So in the previous lecture we had discussed about the different properties of carbonic compound, like combustion property, additional reaction done. So this was discussed in the previous lecture. Here in this particular lecture we are going to discuss about a particular carbon compound which is common and which is available in all the types of laboratories. So what are the uses of that compounds, how it reacts, what are the chemical property, what are the physical property, that we will cover in this particular lecture. So here we will discuss about the two types of carbon compounds. First is ethanol, and after that we will discuss about the ethanoic acid or acetic acid, we can say. So these two common compounds are mostly available in all the types of laboratories. So here we are starting with the first carbonic compound, and it is ethanol. So ethanol, that I have already discussed, it has formula CH3CH2OH, CH3CH2OH or C2H5OH we can also say. And the bonding looks like this type of bonding occurs between carbon and hydrogen molecules. So here this carbon has 4 valency, 3 completed by the hydrogens and 1 with the another carbon. Here carbon 4 valencies, so 1 is completed with this carbon, 2 by hydrogens and 1 with oxygen, and here hydrogen. So this is the structural representation of ethanol. So what are the physical properties of ethanol that we will firstly discuss this one. We will first discuss the physical properties of ethanol. So first is it is liquid at room temperature. Ethanol most probably in all the cases it is in liquid form. Ethanol, that is alcohol, we can also say. Alcohol जो होता है it is liquid at a room temperature. Commonly called alcohol. So ethanol, it is generally known as the alcohol, and it is main ingredients of all alcoholic drinks like beer, whiskey. So these types of alcoholic drinks contains the portion of ethanol. So it is a main ingredients of all alcoholic drinks. This is the second physical property. Third physical property is it is good solvent. It is a good solvent, means it can dissolve anything easily. It is good solvent. So that's why it is used in the medicines. So if you remember that, जो छोटे बच्चे होते हैं, suppose they are suffering from a cough and fever, so small portion of alcohol can be create a effect. वहाँ पे क्या होगा, जो अगर fever and cough से सफर हो रहे हैं, अगर थोड़ा portion उनको alcohol का दे दो, so वहाँ पे वो ठीक हो जाते हैं. So this is alcohol. Small portion of alcohol is used in a medicines. It is used in a medicines like tincture iodine. Tincture of iodine, it is the one of the medicine of iodine element. Iodine element का एक ये जो है medicine है. This is the structure. So it is used in a iodine for the making tincture of iodine medicine. Mostly used in a medicine. Fourth one property is it is soluble in water in all proportions. So what does indicate? Suppose I am taking 10 ml of ethanol and 90 ml of water. So it gets easily dissolved in all the proportions. I am taking 1000 liter of water and 10 dissolving it. I am taking just only 10 ml of water and 100 ml of alcohol, so both they can easily dissolve, soluble in all proportions, we can say. Small consumption of alcohol, it creates a drunkenness, means it shows the alcoholic effect on your body. It creates a drunkenness. It is regularly, if it is regularly used, then it creates a habit on the human beings. So this is the effect of ethanol. अगर आप daily उसको वहाँ पे drink करोगे, so it creates a habit for the human beings. Now, consumption of alcohol creates a condition of lethal. अगर ज्यादा कंजप्शन आपने कर लिया अल्कोहल का, सो इट क्रिएट्स अ कंडीशन इन विच इन दैट कंडीशन आपका माइंड, आपका नर्वस सिस्टम कुछ काम नहीं करेगा. दैट्स व्हाई दिस कंडीशन इज नोन एज अ लीथल कंडीशन. दिस इज नोन एज अ लीथल. एंड alcohol is dangerous for the human life because alcohol, that is ethanol, and ethanol can be easily drunk, but when it gets converted into ethanol by the any reaction, by any another condition, so this is acts as a poison on the health of human being. So this is not affectable for the human being because ये effect वहाँ पे आपको poison के जैसा create कर देगा. So this is harmful. And last physical property is long-term consumption of alcohol can create a health problems. Means it can damage your liver, stomach, etc., etc. So long-term consumption creates a health problem. So these are the physical properties of alcohol. Now we are moving towards the chemical properties of alcohol. So in the chemical properties, we will identify by the reactions. So by the reactions, we will identify what types of characteristics shown by this alcohol towards any different elements or different reactants. So firstly, in the chemical property, first reaction is given reaction with sodium metal. So here alcohol reacts with sodium, forms sodium ethanoate. This is the one of the ester formation, sodium ethanoate, and here hydrogen gas is removed. So how reaction occurs? Look here. This is the structure of alcohol, CH3, then CH2, two hydrogens, and this is OH. And another I am taking the reaction with sodium. So sodium has valency +1. It can create a bonding. यहाँ से जो bond होगा इसको damage करेगा, break करेगा. And sodium gets attached with this oxygen. Hydrogen is replaced by the sodium. So this will form CH3, CH2, OH. But this hydrogen which is removed out, this is unstable. This is unstable in nature. So for that we have to take the double moles. So here I am taking double moles. So यहाँ पे दोनों सोडियम आ जाएंगे and दो हाइड्रोजन वहाँ से आ जाएगा. So that will release out in the form of H2. So this will form 2CH3 CH2 ONA, sodium ethanoate or sodium acetate, we can also say here. This is our sodium acetate, and by the removal of dihydrogen gas. Dihydrogen gas क्या करेगा? ये remove करेगा. So from this reaction we can say here, this is our metal, sodium is metal. So when acid reacts with metal, it forms salt plus dihydrogen gas. It removes dihydrogen gas. So here this reaction can show the acidic property of alcohol. Here this will show the acidic nature of alcohol. Now another chemical property is reaction with H2SO4. So this is concentrated H2SO4, a highly concentrated sulfuric acid. When I add the concentrated H2SO4 to the alcoholic solution, so what produce? And we know that all the acids are water absorbent. किसी भी चीज में अगर आप एसिड ऐड करो तो उसके अंदर जितने भी वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स होंगे डायरेक्टली उसको निकाल देगा. So here from the alcohol water is removed out. So how water is removed out? Look here. This is the structure of alcohol. This is CH3CH2 and here OH. This is the structure of alcohol. Now look what occurs here. This bond breaks down from here, and from here this hydrogen is removed. So H and OH can form with together H2O water molecules. H and OH gets combined with one another and forms water molecules. Now what remains? Carbon, here hydrogen, here hydrogen. यहाँ पे बॉन्ड जो हाइड्रोजन था वो चला गया. Here कार्बन, हाइड्रोजन, हाइड्रोजन, यहाँ से OH चला गया. So these bonds will get, यहाँ पे जो दोनों बॉन्ड है ये क्या करेंगे हम? ये दोनों बॉन्ड ऑटोमेटिकली कोवैलेंट बॉन्ड फॉर्म करके डबल बॉन्ड फॉर्म कर लेंगे. So this will form CH3CH2 double bond. Sorry, CH2 double bond CH2, and this is your ethene. So ethene gas is removed out. So these are the properties of ethanol, physical properties and chemical properties. Now we are moving towards the ethanoic acid. So let's look. Now another carbon compound is ethanoic acid. So what are the physical properties of ethanoic acid? Let's look. So ethanoic acid is commonly called as acidic acid. The common name for the ethanoic acid is acetic acid. So this is commonly known as a acetic acid. It is belong from the group of carboxylic acid, means belongs from the COOH group. It is belong from this COOH group. Here, so this is your, will you be my friend in that session? This is given and this is your functional group. So it contains COOH functional group. Another physical property of ethanoic acid is 5 to 8% solution of it. It is used as a vinegar. Means 5 to 8% solution means I am taking 100 ml as a basis. So I am taking 95 ml of water and 5 ml of acetic acid or ethanoic acid, and we mix that. So that solution is known as a vinegar. And vinegar, we know that it is mainly used in the Chinese food. Chinese food में सबसे ज़्यादा use होता है. It is mainly used in the Chinese food and as a food preservative in pickles, we can say. In pickles, it is used as a food preservative. Another physical property is the melting point of ethanoic acid is 290 Kelvin. 290 Kelvin means 18 degrees Celsius, so which is less than the normal room temperature. Normal room temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, means it freezes, it gets freeze down during a winter. Winter में क्या होगा, वो freeze हो जाता है, and it gets stick on the surface of bottle. Bottle की surface पे stick हो जाएगा, इसके form में वहाँ पे चिपक जाएगा उससे. So it gets stick with water, it gets stick with the wall of glass, and that freezing ethanoic acid is known as a glacial acid. That's why it is commonly also known as a glacial acid. Why? Because it gets freeze down there, and if it is freezes, then it is known as a glacial acid. That's why it is also known as a glacial acid. It is characterized by its acidic nature. So it is acid, carboxylic acid. So it has acidic nature. Now we are moving towards the chemical properties of ethanoic acid. So in the first chemical property, we will derive from the reaction of acetic acid with alcohol in the presence of H2SO4 or highly concentrated acid. So what occurs in this case? And this reaction is commonly known as a esterification reaction. So take a test tube, add a few drops of CH3COOH. Take about 5 to 10 ml of CH3COOH, and in that portion take 5 to 10 ml of alcohol and mix well. And take a concentrated H2SO4 or diluted H2SO4 and add a few drops of that H2SO4 and smell it. So you will find out that the mixture, the smell of the mixture looks like a fruit smell. Fruit के smell जैसे उसमें से smell आएगा, and this reaction shows as a esterification reaction. So what occurs in this case? What happens here? How it occurs? Let's look. So we know that H2SO4 is water absorbent material. It can absorb all the water. So here in the CH3COOH, so this is carbon, here hydrogen, here, and here COOH. So this is looks like this type of structure. And another one, CH2OH. So this is CH3, CH2 and OH. So from here this will get breakdown, and from here this is removed. So what will happen? OH reacts with H and forms H2O molecules. यहाँ से H गया, यहाँ से OH गया, and directly ये क्या करेगा? यहाँ से ये remove करके invert करके इसके साथ attach कर देंगे. So what will produce? It will produce CH3. It is as it is. Then C double bond O, then oxygen, then अब ये वाला पोर्शन यहाँ से ऐसे लेकर इन्वर्ट करके लगाएंगे. So we will obtain CH2 and CH3. So this will form, and this is the formation of ester. This is known as a formation of ester by the removal of water. So this is the esterification reaction which is given in your textbook. So read it carefully. Now another reaction of acetic acid with base. So reaction of acetic acid with base. So it is acid. How it reacts with base? So I am taking as a base sodium hydroxide. So this is our sodium hydroxide. It is the highly concentrated base, while this is our acid CH3COOH, acetic acid. So how it reacts? Acid plus base. So acid plus base always forms a neutralization reaction. So यहाँ से OH, यहाँ से H remove हो जाएगा. So Na plus and OH minus. Then here CH3 COO minus H plus OH and H gets combined and forms H2O molecule, and CH3 reacts attached with the sodium and it will form sodium acetate or sodium formate, we can say. This is our sodium acetate. So this was the reaction with the base. Now another last one reaction is reaction of acetic acid with carbonate and hydrogen carbonate. So how acids reacts with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates, that we will discuss in chapter number 2. So what is given here? This is CH3COOH. I am taking example here. So यहाँ से H जाएगा, this will form CH3COO minus and H plus, and into Na2CO3, Na plus 1, Na has valency plus 1, sodium has valency plus 1, and CO3 has minus 2. So one sodium can attach with this one because this is plus 1, this is minus 1. That's why it gets neutralized. So दूसरे सोडियम का क्या होगा? So take here 2 moles of CH3COOH. So this sodium will get also attached with the another CH3COOH, and it will form 2 CH3COO Na. Now what of that? So if you are double here, so hydrogen will also increase, H plus H2, and यहाँ से एक ऑक्सीजन निकाल के इसको दे दे, so that will form H2O, and what remains here? One oxygen gets removed out, so it will remain just only carbon dioxide gas. So here carbon dioxide gas is released. Same reaction occurs here. Hydrogen gets break down from here. यहाँ पे एक हाइड्रोजन है, यहाँ से ऑक्सीजन निकाल के दोनों हाइड्रोजन को दे दे, then it will form H2O. Then CO3 gets converted into CO2. What remains? This sodium attached with this CH3COO, and it will form CH3COONA, sodium acetate. So these are the properties, physical and chemical properties of carbon compound of ethanoic acid. So this was the last lecture of chapter number 4. In the upcoming lecture, we will start with the another important topic, another chapter, and another interesting phenomena. So that this is the over to you. Here chapter number 4 is completed. So please be ready for the upcoming session, for the upcoming lecture. Thank you.